And welcome back to the week of Who Would Win. And we are on to, we're nearing the end of the Planeswalkers again. We're nearing the end. I think I got I'll have a few more added on once the Spark previews get into effect. But I've got two more to do, one more after this for the week of Who Would Win. And then I do have two more added on there, and I think we're going to have at least 3 other ones we're going to get. Minimum new characters that we're going to get revealed. So, but this one is Jaya Ballard. Now, for those of you, by the way, who don't play Magic the Gathering, Magic the Gathering is a card game that's been around since the early 90s. It's a fantasy world. Basically, there's multiple worlds, planes of existence. Characters who can move between them are planeswalkers, are stronger than your average character. Moving on. So, Jaya Ballard is actually pretty much the original pyromancer. She was known as a task mage, which was essentially like a mercenary, practicing only a couple things. And she is known as the original pyromancer. She is an extremely powerful and adept pyromancer to the point where Chandra, a character that we had already went over previously, had gone to her for teaching, and initially she refused. But pretty much anything Chandra can do, Jaya can do, but better and more refined. Basically, she is more than capable of doing like superheated flames, everything along those lines, giant person. But she's also capable of doing much more finer techniques, like one of the big things she was like a flame whip that was around her, very subtle, minor flame wars that she can use through concentrated meditation. It's not just about using your emotions or raging out. It's also about calming, collect, control. Because if you can't control your wildfire, then you are going to just burn down the whole place. So that added on to that, Jaya. Let me see if I can get an age on Jaya. I can't remember. But the problem with finding out any character's age in Magic, unless they legitimately state how old they are, like Nico Bolas, who's a dragon, who is probably going to be the big finale one we'll go over. And Nico Bolas, we know for a fact, is over 25,000 years old. Let's see now. Jaya Ballard, lifetime ascension, ascended into. They don't give me they give me when she ascended. They don't give me how old she is. You're really gonna find out what a lot of these characters are unless they say it. But she's definitely in her. Oh god, she's got to be. If not she's a pre-mending planeswalker who were like godlike. Then when they lost their sparks, doing a thing called the mending, melting, became mortals, lost a lot of their powers. But she's easily in her upper 60s to 70s at minimum because her hair is all grayed out. She's a much older woman. But she carries around a staff, and she's a very capable pyromancer, flame manipulator, creator. So I figured, why not go the opposite route, or complete outside? Because I pit Chandra against Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender in her fight. Let's put her up against Azula in this fight. Azula is the younger sister of Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, assuming you have never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. And she is a firebender. Her fire, though, takes on the form of blue flames, which are significantly hotter than normal flames. That's why she's considered a prodigy. And she is psychotic. She is very much she is a psychopath to the upper degree. Well, maybe not a true psychopath. She's a sociopath, no doubt about it. Psychopath might be a little. You can make an argument she's not, but you could definitely make the argument she is. Apart from her firebending as well, which she is a master of, she is also a capable martial artist, acrobat, a weapons user. She carries daggers on her. And she's also one of the only characters in the series who is actually capable of creating lightning. Basically, however, she can't really do it beyond, the standard pose of firebender creating lightning, which is a pose, like almost like a dance, and then you do a jet and stream of lightning. I'm amazed they never did like a story arc with, I don't know, I didn't watch Korra really at all, so maybe they did. Story arc of a character maybe with like a malformed chakra network, or chakra network. I think they called them chakras. Chakra network who, instead of firebending, only came out as lightning bending. They may have gone rogue from the Fire Nation, and maybe he could have joined up with the Avatar gang. That would have been a really cool character to see. Then they still wouldn't have been able to help on the Day of Black Sun because they're still a firebender. I think that would have been a cool character to see. Let me know if during a what if you want me to make a character like that, and tell me how you want me to do that. Anyway, I digress. So Azula has a lot going for her against Jaya. She's also a very intelligent, like a genius, a level of intellect. A very intelligent, like a genius, like a huge genius. Nah, she's a very, very clever, very dangerous individual. She's got the youth factor on her side, so she can easily trump Jaya in physical combat and just in terms of pure stamina. However, Jaya's got experience on her side, and the fact that she's not going to snap as easy as Azula will. She's been around. She's seen a lot. She doesn't have to prove anything. She's a lot older and just a lot calmer and can hold her composure a lot easier than Azula can. So if these two fight, this is an easy one to say how it goes down because Jaya could easily just planeswalk to the Avatar of the Last Airbender world. Let's say this is happening a little after the Day of Black Sun, where she winds up in the Fire Nation. She's traveling along. Now, because she's a pyromancer, they just mistake her for an old firebender. They don't know who she is. Like maybe she's been around the block or something along those lines. And they just don't know who she is. Azula finally confronts her. He's like, my name's Jaya Ballard. He's like, and where do you cover? Oh, I cover a planet. It's like, wouldn't you like to know? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of revealing it. And then she just throws out the blue flame. And Jaya's actually a little curious, would be curious, like, blue fire? And she's actually examining the fire level and saying, I didn't say you could leave. Now I want answers, and you're going to give them to me. Now you can give them willingly, or we can have a little bit more fun. And I can get them, or now you can give them to me. Now we can do this the easy way, where you tell me, or we can do that a bit more the fun way, where I get to relieve some stress out on you. And she's just busy, looking over the blue bed. Are you listening to me? Huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. What were you saying? I said, tell me where you are. Oh, I told you my name is Jaya Ballard. Yes, you told me that, but I want to know everything about music. Well, I can't. I'm not really in the neighborhood of telling you that's it. And then it's like, fine, then have it away. And then she just fires some firebending at her, which they never really illustrated the point that a firebender, at least in Avatar, as far as I know, they never illustrated it. A firebender could bend a firebender's fire. Like, you release a fireball at someone. Could a firebender, in theory, redirect the fireball instead of just offsetting it with another fireball? They never demonstrate that ability. However, I'm certain Jaya could do that ability. So she starts to demonstrate, just kind of stops the flame, and the flame just moves over and just wraps around her hands like a spiraled threads around her hands. Like, I must admit, even at my age, I have never been able to create blue fire. How did you do that? It's like, and Azula's just like, just boom, 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 boom. And again, she's just feeding the flame. So now she just has fire all wrapped around her. It's like, seriously, you really need to chill out, kid. And it's like, here, you ever try, you like dancing? And then she just starts throwing the flames at her a little bit. It whips, again, flame whips of blue fire because she's got them from Azula. And then just just tap it out. She's moving, like, fine. Then fires a weapon at her. Now she actually puts the staff in her. Okay, now that's just fighting dirty. And then now she's throwing her own fire at her. Not just the blue fire. She just throws the blue fire at Azula and then just brings it back and fires balls at her. Concentrated balls of fire. Just starts throwing things at her. Throwing shade, if you will. Throwing light shade and everything like that at her. Azula's like, fine. Then she comes in, getting close. Jaya, however, knows her limitations and knows she can't get in a close quarter combat with pretty much anyone. She's not cut out, at least not anymore. She's not cut out for it. So she quickly just puts out a fire barrier. And Azula tries to basically just, carve through that. However, as she carves through, Jaya's like, nope. And then she gets burned. She's like, ah! It's like, phew. Then she's like, oh, taste the true potential of a genius or whatever. It's like, you will taste lightning. It's like, and Jaya's like, wait, what lightning? And then she sees lightning front. Oh, that's not good. So Jaya's gets out of the way. It's like, fine. Then starts to bring down the house. Just giant pillars of flame start just popping up. All right. You want to play? Let's play. And then basically just like a fire dragon appears, and Azula's like, yeah! Just has to get out of the way. Just, I'm gonna. It's like, I will kill you. And then just brings down the fire. So we'll just create a wall of fire around her. Now I have, before she can, though, even say anything. Jaya's right there, like, you're done. And just, that doesn't kill her, mind you, but basically kind of funnels fire. Basically kind of makes her lungs collapse temporarily. Just, and she's kind of, and then it's like, you're done, and then just knocks her out with her staff. Double checks to make sure she's alive. Okay, she's alive. It's like, well, this has been enlightening. So, and then she hears about the Avatar. Oh, this Avatar person. Oh, let me go find this person. She goes off. And then you have a whole story arc where Jaya Ballard's actually the teacher of the fire, of Aang instead of, Zuko. So why does Jaya win this fight? Well, I'll say this. If the fight went into close combat, Jaya loses the fight. Azula's just got the youth, this stamina, and the overall skill to outmatch her in an actual physical altercation. However, Jaya has a lot more experience and finesse. She's not a firebender capable of creating flames and to some extent manipulating them. Mostly we just see them manipulating their own flames and creating flames. Instead, she is a pyromancer, meaning she controls flames. There's nothing to say Jaya couldn't just stop the fire of a fire user from coming at her and manipulating that fire. There's nothing saying she couldn't do that. Honestly, there's nothing saying a firebender can't do that in Avatar anyway, but I don't think we ever saw them do that. So, because of that, and many more years of experience, vast years of experience over Azula, and a much calmer demeanor. Azula, she won't lose her cool like Azula will. I do have to go with Jaya in the overall fight, but I am very similarly to no, I'm not going to spoil how that went down, but very similar to another fight recently. I'm going about 70-30. If the fight got close range, which I think Azula could close the distance, she could win, but I think 70% of the time Jaya Ballard is going to win, giving her the majority. But what do you think? You think Jaya's going to win? You think Jaya wins the most thanks to experience and overall skill, or do you think that do you think Azula could take the win with, again, skill, but youth and stamina beating out the experience and yeah, pretty much experience and skill? So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Hero, Magic, what if, anything we do on the channel, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Sorry, I just plugged up what I was gonna say there. Anyway, so I do have the what if I still got to do. I don't have any other plans this week. I got all the who would wins I'm doing for the week of who would win, plus Dumbo, whatever Magic videos I'm going to be doing over the weekend, box office, and the what if on Sunday. The what if weeks and the who would win weeks are always the longest weeks for me. So anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.